Hello guys, it's pricelessDragon here today. I'm going to be doing a review on the MK.48 motto. I'm going to be giving off the stats that next one gives us. So, the damage is 51, portability is 33, rate of fire is 68, accuracy is 60, and recoil is 69. And based on the stats, it's really good machine gun so far. And I really like this machine gun a lot, but there's a few problems I do not like about it, and actually the portability. The portability it's really slow when you run with it, and I really highly recommend you run with a knife or a pistol. I don't know if I would recommend holding another assault rifle, but anything that's really light should be really good for moving around, but just don't move with the MK motto. The rate of fire is pretty good. It's pretty fast, or actually it's a little bit slow for a machine gun, but it's in that general area of machine gun speed of fire rate. But I really don't like the slow fire rate though. I believe I would actually recommend. I would just go with like something a little bit faster, but due to the recoil, it's actually pretty effective for recoil since it's slow and the recoil is a little bit high. It's actually pretty good because you can actually control the recoil a little bit. The accuracy. There's nothing really much about accuracy because what's really the point of machine guns? Machine guns don't really have the best accuracy. Even though it does have 60, it's really good for close quarters combat. The scope on it's pretty okay. It's not really meant for long range combat. Maybe I would only recommend for mid range or close quarters. Not really the recommended for close quarters combat. The recoil is pretty good. Like I said before, since the fire rate is really slow, but the recoil helps it control it, and yeah, the fire rate and recoil makes a pretty good team because you can actually practically control it a little bit more when you're not scoping on it. And yeah, but still, it's a little bit high for me. To my personal preference, it's a little bit high, and it's kind of hard for me to aim with it.
Round start.
Would I recommend any modifications? You can only put a clip. I would recommend a small clip, I believe, because it's a lot easier to do. But yeah, I just feel like it's much better if you just use just use a small mag. It's still gonna hold 80, and that's still a lot. But if you're that kind of person who doesn't like to put small mags, then I recommend don't put any clips on it. Not even an extended clip, because it's just gonna really slow down your reload. It's pretty decent gun generally for a machine gun. I don't know if I would actually recommend this gun. I mean, if you're an MK.48 motto or an MK.48 fan, if you actually use a lot of the MK series, then I would highly recommend this because it's pretty good actually for an because not only because of a nice design, but it's really nice. Has a little bit more damage, has a little bit more recoil, has a little bit more accuracy, and a little bit more improved recoil. But it's still pretty good compared to others. I guess I can give you some tactics how to use this gun. Like I said before, always run with a knife or anything lighter than the machine gun. But since the draw rate's a little bit slow, I would actually highly recommend to pull it just in case, pull it out when you're in enemy territory, because you never know, because since the draw speed is really slow, and I highly recommend just pulling it out when you're near the enemy base. It's pretty good for close quarters combat. If you're in point blank, it's practically over for them. It's like a pretty good. It's practically death in close quarters combat. You will obliterate people in close quarters. Mid-range, however, you do want to be careful and try your best to make your reticle close as possible to your enemy, somewhere inside the reticle. Far range, don't even bother. I actually tried tap firing this, and it's not very good. Not the best tap firing machine gun ever. I feel like the MG36 is much better for tap firing. But actually, I would recommend. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't recommend tap firing at all. You also want to be careful when using this gun. Snipers, it's actually a major weakness. Obviously, due to its lack of long range, I would highly recommend bringing a sniper rifle. In this game, I did not bring a sniper rifle, and I actually did okay without my sniper rifle. But usually, it's not the best. It's not the best without sniper rifle. You want to bring it always with you, and it's pretty good. Oh yeah, word of note, if you're actually going to be using this gun, a lot of people are going to be calling you a sprayer or a noob or machine gun noob, but to be honest, I really don't really care if I've been called a noob, because there's no such thing as a noob. The only time you're actually being a noob is when you're actually, I don't know, there's actually no way to be a noob, because everybody's good at something. Yeah, some are cheap tactics or cheap, you know, but I wouldn't say they're noobs. I would just say it's a cheap, way of killing a person, or it's a very, not very quote-unquote professional way. I guess people are somewhat picky of what tactic you use, and I really don't care. I like using guns. I like using all the guns in combat. Honestly, they're all fun. They're all fun in games, and yeah, and everybody shouldn't really, take it so seriously. It's just a game. Why so serious? I should say. But like I said, it's a pretty good gun. Pretty good. The MK.48 model, that is. It's pretty good. The camo version, however, I feel like I did pick it up once. I didn't use it a lot, but it's a really good gun. I kind of admire it. And also that since this gun has a very long, I should say, draw rate. Well, for me, it's kind of long, but what I usually like to do is, before I do go into the enemy base and harass them, I would actually pull out my machine gun and then just wait a moment, because since they're so focused on other things, let them let them be not so suspicious about it, and then just go and just change the machine gun away. It's a really nice gun for harassing, since it has such a big ammo box. And yeah, usually all machine guns have a big ammo box, but since it has a really good damage, I would have to say it's a really good gun. I really don't know what else to say about this gun. I would actually say it's mainly for rushers, not really for campers. Since it's really good for harassing enemy base, but it's also very good for defense when you pull it out, since it has a really good magazine, and also good stopping power. It's really good for getting rid of rushers or even campers as well. Very good for, I would say this is like a anti-camper gun, I like to say, since campers usually like to be close quarters combat. It's usually best to be used on campers, or even sometimes on snipers who are too busy sniping other people, or people who are just away from people. But it's a really good defense gun, I would actually say. Yeah, I would actually recommend to defense, or people who actually play defense. I know there's not a lot of people who play defense, but I'm sure there's some people who are, would be interested on this gun. It's very underused gun, I would say. Well, actually, Nexon actually released it for 90 days. I sold mine later, but it's a pretty good gun, so I highly recommend using it. Alright, so, alright, thank you for watching my video, and please rate, comment, and subscribe. Hello again, this is pricelessDragon here today. I'm going to be doing a few shoutouts. I'm going to be shouting out to my friend Zakido6. He actually gifted me a N99 and I got a K5SD, and I just want to say thank you so much. Alright, thank you.